In this video, I'm giving you something I designed that's brand new called a word print. And the word print is there to help us see things in new ways. It's going to renew our mind and renew our relationships to the things in our personal environment. So, what is this thing called a word print, and how can we use it to see objects in our environment in a new and empowering way? Well, before I get into that, let me just tell you, right, that the things I'm sharing on this channel, they're just concepts and practices. Remember, concepts are neither right nor wrong. They do not have to be facts to be useful. A concept is just a way of looking at something, a way of approaching something. And when we put on different concepts, when we conceive of different concepts in our mind, and then we approach things through that concept, then the things that we approach take on a different feel, or they take on a different use for us. Basically, when we change the way we conceive of things, the things we conceive of change. For example, like this, right, is an apple, of course. So if I'm looking at the apple through the concept of food, then I can make use of it by eating it. But if I change my concept, if I conceive of it in a new way, let's say with the concept of a game, then look, it changes. It becomes a ball that I can play catch with. I can play catch with my son and we can toss that around, or I can get another one and I can juggle, right? So if I change the concept, then I change the use. An artist might look at it through the concept of still life and paint a really nice picture. So concepts are neither right nor wrong. They do not have to be facts to be useful, and we want to use our conceptions to change our relationship with people and things around us. So the word print is simple. It's going to allow you to break things into their parts. When you break things into their parts, you're going to be able to see the hidden things that are all around you in your present day environment. And we want that renewing of the mind, because that's going to get us out of our self and up here into our consciousness, our awareness, our anything is possible space of renewal. And that renewal is where life is really flowing down into us and out into the world through our personal lives. So the more we can get out of ourself and get into our spirit or our consciousness and swim around up there and see from that vantage point, that higher consciousness, that higher vibrational place, whatever you want to call it. When we're up and in our spiritual consciousness, we're going to be able to see the world in new ways, and that's going to lead us to have the energy to take action and change the way that our whole personal history unfolds. So the word print helps us do that. And you can download the word print from my website. It's free, and the link is down below in the description and probably pinned in the comments. So it's just a one-page form, and what it does is it takes you through a simple exercise to break things apart. So you take a whole and you break it into the pieces that make that whole up. For example, if we were talking about a bike isn't really a bike. We would apply the word print to it and we'd start listing out the descriptions or the parts, the pieces that come together to make a bike. All of a sudden, the bike would take on this whole new dimension, right? This other dimension of existence, because you'd see the little pieces that have all worked so hard together to give themselves up to be able to be a part of the whole called a bike. Pedals come out and they unite with chain, and they unite with spokes and wheel, and they also unite with handlebars and seats, and all of that comes together and forms this thing called the bicycle, which then we can use to ride around and go to new places or get exercise or whatever concept we want to apply to the bike. So the word print is just another tool to help you engage in your environment, in the world of yourself, and the things around you in the physical world, and see them in a higher perspective or in a new way that activates and expands your consciousness. So enjoy your day, right? Enjoy seeing the things around you in new ways. Enjoy that consciousness space that you're going to be able to live in more and more through these types of practices and concepts. Enjoy your awareness.